New addition to the tables. Quite fun. Just cleaned up some old electricity, what would you call these?
Insulators.
Insulators.
It goes with the electrical door.
It goes with the electrical door that Craig also gave us, which is behind this wood.
It's a bit hidden.
It's a bit hidden. What are you doing there?
I've bolted on a block and then we'll connect that bracket to this.
That bracket there.
And it should pop out just under there.
Nice.
Be like an end detail.
Having an armrest.
An armrest.
It's not easy.
Something like that. Nothing wonky. I can reposition the block a bit if it's not straight.
It doesn't look too good.
Oh,
that was so close.
Just cleaning up our drumming gear, and we had a bit of a dusty place to play the other day, so we got covered in dust. And then I've got these nice DMs I've had for years and years, so try and soften those up a bit. And, red and black are our colours, so nice to have some comfortable footwear, bit of fun. Oh, potatoes look great.
They're coming out long.
Yeah. Fantastic. I'll put some water.
Oh, I've got a bit
Oh,
there.
okay, yeah.
I'll take yours too.
Okay, I'll pop it down there.
I've got a, after I've done this, I'll have to rake them up a bit. Rake it up a bit.
Okay. Cherry tree. Persimmon tree. Hopefully have a better year this year. Last year its leaves all got to about this stage and there's a late frost and it killed them all off, so with a bit of luck this year it'll be better.
Lovely little crop of orchids here. I like to leave a few bits of the garden a bit wild so that it gives them all a chance to grow. But there's a lot this year. Irises, which I moved a couple of years ago, but they've just started to come out in flower nicely now. See these orchids here, they're coming up nicely. Don't quite know what they'll look like when they come out. They're incredibly big. We've got quite a few of these ones growing.
I'm making up a kind of lockable window bar for a friend, so he can put these across the inside of his windows, so that if anybody does try and break in, then they can't get the window open. It's as much visual as anything else, but it's also genuinely going to be quite strong. So I've got a width of 95 to the window opening here, 95 there, midway back on the recess. So this is going to screw into the wall with a big sort of plastic insert raw plug there. And so come along here, and then this goes in the same thing in the other end. So we've got 95 just to the end of the collar there. So I'm thinking if I screw that all the way in, it'll be as strong as possible. So weld this on here, this on here, and then that should be an installation. We'll see. It's quite nice, lovely bench to work with. I've mounted this, which I bought years ago. It's lost its quick release under here. I had to tighten it up a bit because it was jumping, but as long as you don't mind winding it out, it's good. But I welded these jaws on when I was very first learning to weld in a squat in, if I could just remember where that was now, near the Oval at Kennington. It's Kennington, Kennington Park. So we had a big squat there, and so I learned to weld there on this vise, obviously, which is now here in France many years later. I bought this one somewhere, I can't remember where again, but fitted that on. But the nice thing about this old bench, it's got lots of character in it. You sort of feel that people have worked at it before. I've braced it across between the back posts here with some chunky bits of oak, so it's not going anywhere. I raised it up a bit because its feet were a bit rotten. Put these blocks on the bottom, and then stood it on these slabs, so it's not wobbling or anything. And this is the old vise, a lovely piece of sort of thinking. So you've got a thread here, and this bottom plug just sort of flops about. It's like a wooden insert, goes in there, a wooden peg, and then so it just clamps on the top like that. And as you tighten it up, it just clamps anything you want in place. But all these old saw marks where people have done whatever they've done over the years. Another little feature was this, sort of a pop-up stop, so you can wedge your woodwork against that, and it just folds away to nothing. Lovely. And also they have, if I can find them, there you go. These things, they look a bit like shoe lasts, but they go in these holes, and that also clamps your job to the ground. So you sort of lock it against that post there, hammer that down. It's lost an end, but so if you hammer this down, you can see it's been beaten sort of quite a bit in its past, but it's actually sort of come away, and then that clamps your job. So a lovely bit of history. Metal edges, really nice. So it's a pleasure to work at that, and suddenly everything doesn't wobble. Get a bit of organisation, get some hangers up. Lovely, nice spot to work, and it's in the shade at least until the afternoon sun creeps under the roof edge there. So. Oh. nice thing about arc welding is that if it's something that's galvanised, it just doesn't matter. It just eats through it. Same with paint, or it's not worried about it at all. And gives it a really strong weld. Digs right in. Terrific. That's one end done. Other end. I think it's a bit like lessons in deportment. Oh, I've lost my camera. Yeah, it's like those lessons in deportment. You've got people carry those books on their heads. As soon as you look down, the lid goes. So you have to sort of walk around with this kind of like, you just sort of peer down like that until you're ready. That's that's down there. Somehow. Want the eye that way lined up. Look at that. Sit on top, I'd say. Would be easier, wouldn't it? As opposed to sideways on. You've got the option of either that or that. I'm thinking that would be easier. Yeah, let's try that. Let's get that on. There's one thing with this hat, it's really good. As you can see, it's got a really sort of steep arc here, so anytime you put it down, obviously it never stays there. I mean, they could have given us a little square brow here and here, and it would just sat on those nubs and it just rolls about the place. Yeah. Other than that, lovely big field of vision, nice big, see what's going on. There's my 3 bars. Yeah, it's still quite hot at the ends, but it's about right. Pleasure to work at the bench. It's so nice. Something that doesn't wobble, nice flat floor, you're not tripping over things. Makes life so much easier. I have thought though that this space here, just a little dead space. I mean, this goes across the post to sort of sturdy the whole thing up, and also so it doesn't wander off if we're not here. But I might as well fill this in because that's just a nice place to put a tool there. Could even come across to the edge of this post here. That's just be a nice little place to sort of put something down whilst you're working on things. So I might do that.
How do you feel about that?
Huh?
How do you feel about that sawing?
Well, this is an old blunt one. I tried to order a new one, but it wouldn't take my car.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is, I thought this would make a nice windowsill for our bedroom windows, or the other windows really. It's old stair tread. It's got a lovely curve on it. It's got a slightly, it's got a stain on this side and underneath. So I've made this template. So my next stage is to cut this out with a jigsaw, and then I'll treat it for woodworm. It's got a bit of woodworm, or old woodworm, I'm not sure, and then we'll see if it fits. I don't know if Sim's showed you his boots yet. They're really good. Great, aren't they?
I bought them about the 80s somewhere. Tottenham Court Road it was.
Tottenham Court
Road. And they were patent leather, this was white and black. But I really like the soles, and they're made by Bunker. So we've just given them another coat of black polish. And I'm just trying them out to make sure the glue hasn't got old so they don't fall apart. Then I wear them for drumming, but with red laces probably.
Yeah.
Because that's our colours, red and black.
Cool.
Great stuff, Bunker. There we go, it's got a bit of a shelf to put things on the right of the vise there. Handy. Should be fine. Nail. Oh. That's a nail right there on the line. Ah. Right.
can't see where that's coming from, but somewhere here. Oh, just spray the. Oh, no, that's quite bad there. Yeah, I thought I saw something there. Hole there, hole there. Today's job: spray this roof. In this beam here, that's a good bit there. That hole there. And up the top there. Oh, okay. I remember carrying these up the front stairs when I had a temporary front staircase. This arrived. That's overnight. That is.